Hey everyone, talking about Chanel Allure Sport, which as you can see is full bottle worthy for me. And this is one of a very small handful of designer scents that are full bottle worthy for me. Not that I think there's anything wrong with them, like there's lots that I like, but I'm just so picky about my criteria for full bottle worthy. And more of the ones that I love have tended to end up being niche. But this one is something that I got kind of early on when I hadn't even tried as many niche, and I still really like it. And it kind of gets compliments from my wife, so that's pretty rare for the type of scents I like, so I'll take it. The notes in it, according to the Chanel site, they basically just reference like mandarin, cedar, tonka, and musk, but there's definitely more going on than that. And according to Fragrantica, there's also like C notes, aldehydes, neroli, and pepper, among some other things, and vetiver. And I think that's probably fairly accurate to give you a vibe of what it smells like. I do not normally like C notes, but this isn't like an aquatic scent or anything like that. I think if there is that there, it's just kind of like a tiny bit of like a salty air or something like that. But it smells so good. Like it's just creamy orange with like a slight kind of like kick of like woods and spice. Yeah. Oh man, that's good. Um, the tonka doesn't get. Sometimes when designer fragrances use tonka, it just ends up smelling like really kind of one-dimensional, powdery or something. But the way that this dries down to almost like a creamy, powdery sort of like tonka vetiver ish type of vibe. But the orange creaminess from the beginning lasts a surprisingly long time. Like this isn't one of those scents where it's like, oh, you get the citrus for like 10 seconds and then it disappears. It's really, really good. A lot of people say this basically smells like upscale deodorant or like a kind of nice gym scent, which I mean is sport in the name. And I could sort of see that. Like this isn't doesn't smell fancy or anything to me. And yeah, I think it is good for that type of occasion though. And I like that to have something when it's just like, okay, I just want to kind of smell chill, a dumb reach, so to speak, sort of fresh scent. But a lot of those I don't tend to like. So it's nice to have something like this when I do want that vibe. Yeah. Man, I forgot how good this was. It's been a little bit since I wore it. For me, I can wear this in any weather. I think a lot of people would just wear it during warm days because of the like citrusy vibe to it. But yeah, so you definitely have to be down with, orange, like mandarin orange. It's not like bitter, sharp orange or anything like that. I don't normally really like aldehydes that much, but it adds this kind of creamy vibe here and it just works with it here. The cedar is not like old school cedar style. Everything is just very, very well blended, which I guess that's classic Chanel. I mean, love them or hate them, they have their own vibe for their scents. And this is also one of the much more modern smelling ones of theirs. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. It for sure leans masculine, but not in a hyper masculine way, just more again like a masculine deodorant type of way or something like that. And if you like the idea of creamy orange that kind of dries down to a more smooth, yeah, like not that it's at the dry down already, but I'm just thinking about it. Kind of like Tonka Veta or almost like a tiny hint of like a smooth leather type of vibe in that as well, then I absolutely recommend this. It's also much more affordable than a lot of Chanel fragrances. You can get a full size bottle of this for about $100 or even less if you buy when it, during a sale or something like that. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know what you think. I will also do, if I haven't yet by the time this goes live, reviews of all the other flankers of this, or like the original the Allure Homme Sport Cologne, the Allure Homme Sport Extreme. But this one is my favorite. I thought I would like the Extreme or Intense, whichever that one is, the best because that people kind of rave about the most, and it has cypress in it, which I like. But to me, this is just the king of them for my taste, with that creamy orange that just really, yeah, just fits. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or a sample.